You know, when something really intense comes up, what's the first impulse? Do you withdraw? Do you go into your head like hating the person? Do you make a narrative that they're evil and you're gonna be doing that and doing that? Or do you actually stop? Use it for the opportunity that it really is to come home, to remember who you really are, to remember who you really are. And be free. Be freed from experience, freed from trauma, free from healing, free from being whatever other than what you are. Be free to be fully yourself in whatever state, emotion, thought you might be in. To have a deeper realization that what I am is always here and is not affected by experience. The body is deeply affected by experience, and we're not denying that. We are including that deeply, intimately. I'm also the body, ultimately, but prior I am not. And this deeper recognition is what frees us in this human experience. Because, you know, we can go into spirituality and be in this kind of self-development for years, years, healing and looking at ourselves and looking at the shadow, and understanding our childhood wounds, understanding where it all comes from and where is it going, and why we haven't yet attracted the perfect partner, and why we have still some anxious attachment pattern. We can do all of that and still not be free. There's always a project to be done. We're always processing something, projecting ourselves, projecting ourselves into a future destination where I'll suddenly arrive one day. Tomorrow is always tomorrow. And meanwhile, we could realize this freedom right here, right now. It just takes a huge courage on a human level to give everything to this, because it's terrifying for the mind. It's terrifying for the mind. It's terrifying because it's absolute death of everything we think ourselves to be. It's absolute death on the human aspect. I mean, I'm not saying of the body, but of who we take ourselves to be in the head. It's absolute death because nothing goes accordingly. Or a lot of things don't go accordingly when we're still identified with it as who we are. Because we are in the playground of attachment, of grasping, of putting it away because it's too much. And this push and pull, it creates the opposite of what our hearts most deeply desire. So nothing can take away your light. Nothing can bind you. Nothing can take away the love that is already who you are. Nothing can take away the resources, the infinity, the beauty, the abundance, the everythingness that exists, that you are. Because everything is happening within you. And so within this realization, within this recognition, then I pick what feels better. For the most part, I'm able to do that. But only if there is this deeper recognition. Because otherwise we think we are co-creating, but really we're just managing trauma and managing stories, thinking that we are co-creating, but deep down we still have a wounded child running the show. You know, intuitively, this is what we most deeply want, and at the very same time is what we're most deeply afraid of. And that's why the mind will come with anything, but I mean anything, to say, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll stop tomorrow. Next year I'll be ready for this. When she doesn't upset me too much. When the building has had the construction done. When the car is set up. Or when I'm earning this much amount of money, then I can just fully relax on the beach, Paradise Beach, and I can look at within. I can then know who I really am. But it doesn't work like that. This is a deeper yearning. And it's okay if you're not there. It's okay if that yearning is not full blast still.